What is going on? Welcome back to The Witcher. Picking up where we left off, we just sorted out a botchling. What we're going to do now is wait. I believe we said a day and a half. So that took place around 2 AM. And here we go, sit and wait.
By blood's power I summon you. With your name I beseech you. Hear my call and arise, Dea.
I just got real like Chucky vibes just then. If you know, you know.
Lead me to those bound to you by blood.
And now we follow this thing. Before we head out, enhance your weapons and armor. And continue following it. And we want to switch back to Igni. Wasn't much I could talk about last episode. It was a lot of walk around, just talking. It's a lot of the Baron's missions are a lot of talking. It's kind of resolving some deep-seated issues. So at this point, we can call Roach if he hurries up. Why are you bad-mouthing me, man? I just helped you, Baron. Chill out.
How you like that silver?
Oh, we're getting cheap shot at it. Should probably slap on some necrophage oil. Make my life a little easier. And back to following Dea.
Sure wasn't lavender they kept in there. Might be worth looking around, though. Horseshoe. No way a pitch burner could afford a horse.
And we are going to loot everything.
Clothing. They change in here?
And you can check inside. Can we know? I always forget which houses we can check inside or not. I mean, I've finished this game like 5 times. You'd think I'd know by now.
One of them must have dropped it. Both were here. I'm going the right way.
I'm back to following Dea. And oh Christ! Wait, why are you guys out? I forget what they are. They're not necrophages. I believe they're insectoids. collect the ingredients along the route. Save you some money and a bit of a headache later on when we need to find some more ingredients for oils. We've almost got all the oils, I believe. I think we're missing like 1 or 2. I see a rot fiend up ahead, which means back to necrophage oil.
Show me what you got.
Oh, my controller disconnected for a second.
Shit.
Oh, dude, I'm getting all sorts of messed up. And back up. Crossbow is a good way to aggro them. And there we go. There's quite a few here. But we do want to loot them. I believe we do need necrophage hides at some point.
Necrophages had a field day. Still worth a closer look. Should examine that horse carcass.
And there we go.
What do we have here? Bones have been here a while.
This is another one of those you have to inspect everything to get an idea of what happened here.
Chewed on the saddle. Necrophages will eat anything these days. Giant claws. Wasn't a necrophage made these marks. Horseshoes missing. Is this the animal that lost one in the smokehouse? Head torn clear off. Takes incredible strength. Must have been attacked by a powerful beast. Surprised him. Hope they got away. Trail goes on. Good thing it doesn't end here.
Sorry, I always have trouble fighting Celadine. I always need to go get it.
That stench.
Get out of here, wolf. Places to be. And this is where the trail ends.
A fisherman's hut. Seems she wants me to take a closer look.
Who's that? The room. Go on now.
What you seek here, sir? Our hut's out of the way. Woeful. We has nothing. We knows nothing.
Just need information. Looking for 2 women. The Bloody Baron's wife and daughter.
Not a soul have been here, sir.
Sure? Not even passing through? Daughter's medium height, about 20. Her mother's thin, about 40. Seen them?
That sir came at night, right, Mummy? Quiet, boy.
Get ratted you out. You may as well.
Where'd the girl go? Your son said enough. No point in playing dumb anymore.
Sorry, sir, but you don't look like one of our father's men.
Because I'm not. I'm looking for Tamara and her mother. I need to know if they're alive and safe.
Tamara is high. She's to my brother's place in Oxenford. But Mrs. Anna, that's another tale. Though anywhere's better than to Crow's Perch with a Baron.
Why?
'Cause he beat her, sir. Beat Mrs. Anna, I means. Everyone knew, but not a one lifted a finger for to stop it.
What happened to Tamara's mother?
'Twere like this. I was awaiting in the old smokehouse with horses. Cold as hell and so dark, couldn't see past 2 ells in front of you. Moon had risen high, and still they hadn't come. Began to fear some demon had snatched them. But finally they came forth, and we sets off towards the river. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a gale arose. Thought it'd tear my head off. And those damn birds, swarms of them coursing o'er the woods, raising a racket to make your ears bleed. Mrs. Anna screamed, bent over into herself. Tamara knelt down, gripped her arms. 'Twere then I saw it. Fiery marks on her hands.
What marks?
They's, well, like burned on with hot iron. On the palms, inside.
Burned? Like a cattle brand?
Aye, though these wasn't black scars scabbed over. They's hot and glowing, as if they burned with raw fire.
Fine. What happened next?
Grew even darker. Seemed someone had put out the stars. Crickets all went silent of a sudden, and then, from the woods, a roar. Broke out in a cold sweat, and before I could catch my breath, a beast jumped out of the woods, big as a barn, with horns and 2 burning coals for eyes. I thought I was done for. Beast attacked Mrs. Anna's horse, ripped its head off, carried her off into the woods. Our horses, mine and Miss Tamara's, got spooked and tore off willy-nilly. 'Twere the only reason we escaped. The miss wanted to go back for her mother, but my wife pleaded, said she'd die out there alone. Miss Tamara agreed not to go.
And the last question.
You risked a lot.
I did that. Owed Miss Tamara. 3 moons passed, a fever gripped my boy. We thought he was done for. Tamara learnt it. Brought food and salves. We're poorer than dirt itself. She saved my boy. No 2 ways about it. Me, myself, I'd have never dared to help. But my missus told me a time of war and contempt's come. A time of folk gone wrong. We needs to repay good with good. Who stands by idly does evil as if.
Married a wise woman.
Crying shame we couldn't save Mrs. Anna in the end.
And that's all we need to know. Thank you very much.
Thanks for your help.
The lady. She'll be all right in the end, won't she?
I'll do what I can to see that she is. So here our paths diverge. Thank you, Dea. Go in peace.
We do want to go talk to Tamara. Do we level up? No, I thought I heard the level up sound. But she is quite the trek. And I would like to talk to her before I talk to the Baron. Which is what I'm going to go do. I'm going to go find a fast travel point. Probably back here. And I'm going to go to the Hangman's Tree, and we're going to go right on over to Tamara and see what she's got to say for herself. So I'll see you shortly. Alright, we're coming up onto Oxenford now. I did decide to do a little bit of a scenic ride. I did see a few points of interest. But let's run across the bridge on Roach. Save us running it on foot.
Got a pass. Halt! No passage.
Case of the plague surface in the city or something?
The plague? No. We're to not let folk in the city. It's an order, so I don't, unless someone's got a pass.
What kind of pass are we talking about?
Well, a normal one. A transit pass.
Who issues them?
How should I know? I'm a lowly soldier.
Who ordered the city gates closed?
Word is the king himself. Doesn't want paupers and refugees pissing all over his beautiful city. Apart from which, when folk can go hither and thither, always a chance some spy will slink through. This way, spies got it harder. So, no pass, no passage.
Unfortunately, we can't use Axie on this guy.
Farewell.
So,
Slow now.
we're going to get sidetracked for a bit. I'm going to go find a pass.
Watch your step.
Long live it.
Crawl back under your rock.
Actually, do I want to do a pass now? Might actually do a contract. We'll do a contract,
Hey there.
and we will deal with the
Hey ya.
pass a little bit later. So, is there a small town or anything? Because I would like a fast travel point. I think over here is a small town. It looks like it on the map. There it is. So let's jump back to Crow's Perch. Not to speak to the Baron, but we're going to do some sides. This, the Witcher contract.
Not half bad. Brought home a bucket
And
of peelings
here is
yesterday.
Chet.
Greetings.
Yeah?
Heard you have a problem. A monster you call a Shrieker.
Aye, prowls about it does. Snatches cows and goats mostly, but it won't scorn a man if it runs into one. Borzoi, huntsman under the old lord, well, he said enough's enough. Claimed he'd put a stop to it, drive the beast away. Took a hatchet. Laid an ambush for the Shrieker beyond the moat, where the fields start. It's where we found him. Guts stretched o'er the crown of a tree like gossamer. Took half a day to collect the parts. Put him in a grave.
We are going to negotiate.
I know times are tough, but I'll need you to cough up a bit more coin.
We are already getting a pretty decent amount. I'm going to ask for a 20 coin
I
extras.
suppose I can add that. Ye are risking your neck for us.
High time a professional took a look at this Shrieker. Anyone around here know more about the beast?
Borzoi's son Simcoe does. Saw the aura with his own eyes. But you might find the lad hard to chat with. Still mourns his father, methinks.
I see. Where'll I find him?
At me homestead. I took the tyke in when he lost his dad. The mother passed long ago.
So you're a man well travelled. So
Well,
tell
let's
me, should I be
duck into the
speak?
stuck in the backyard, and here he
Can
is.
we talk?
Let me be.
Calm down, I just wanna...
Go, I said.
I want to avenge your father. But to do that, I gotta know what killed him.
Shrieker killed him. Don't you know?
That name doesn't mean much to me. Describe the beast. Tell me what it looked like.
Something like a rooster. But huge. With a lizard's tail. I heard Ruffler barking in the woods. Ran to see what you were on about. There were Dad, in the bushes. A hole through his belly. And he were moaning, screaming. I wanted to help, but how could I? How?
We are going to use Axie to calm him.
Shush now, calm.
We do get a little bit of XP out of it.
Take care, kid.
You won't be as cocky once the Baron's men whip your arse.
Excuse me, what the hell?
Will you brew the brew?
People in this town are so hostile. So the attack site's not that far, but I'm lazy and I can't be bothered walking that far.
That's it, Roach.
Oh, this guy's always a blast. Let's have a chat with him.
Halt! Stand and duel! I challenge you!
Boots a bit big, maybe? Careful not to trip.
Halt, I say! I am Ronvid of the Small Marsh, bound by a sacred oath
Oh, that's rough. My sympathies.
to honor Maid Bilberry, fairest of all maids I know, by dueling 100 knights to the death. Now, draw your sword post haste, for I've knights in hand left after you.
Yeah.
Why are you challenging me? Don't recall doing anything to offend the maid Bilberry.
Well, why, then swear. Swear! Maid Bilberry's the most loveliest of all.
Thing is, I've never laid eyes on her.
Aha! Ah! I shall wash your scorn away with thy blood, fiend. Stand and fight.
These guys are right.
Lost your nerve?
No, I yield.
Had enough?
I love it.
Yes, luck stood with you. But the next time we meet,
Get out of here.
Go back to maid Bilberry and apologize for being an ass. Quick, before I change my mind and break your bones.
we shall meet again.
He's a lost cause.
That's it,
He is a riot, though. I love coming across him. Yeah, he will show up again. It's always fun when he does. Anyway, let's get over to the attack side.
Muzzles caked in blood. Didn't give up without a fight. Tracks are irregular here. Monster must have started staggering. Was wounded, most likely. Blood. Monster blood.
And now we start following the trail. Sometimes the game has a hard time rendering it, but just come straight up the hill here. You can kind of get a fair idea of where it's stumbling off to. This is another one of those moments where the trail just seemingly disappears. I don't know, this game's always had that issue, even on like console when I played it a bunch. Sometimes the Witcher senses the trails that you'd follow
Tracks
just
lead to
gone.
a cave. A cockatrice.
So there's a, as he said, a cockatrice, which falls under here. It's sort of like a griffin, except it's technically a dragon. For every fight, look at what it's weak to. In this case, Ard, Draconid Oil, and Grape Shots, which we have every single one of. So this fight should be, in theory, pretty easy. What bombs do I have equipped? I have Grape Shot in hand. Beautiful. And let's switch over to our potions. We are even going to chug a cat potion. potion because we're going into a cave.
Sounds coming from above.
So, best way to do it is to throw a bomb up there.
It's not here. Must have fled through another exit. Gotta nab it before it gets away.